EMRS TV. I'm very pleased to have here Professor Zhong Lin WANG from Georgia University. So welcome.
Thank you. A pleasure.
So first of all, how do you like the conference so far, and what are some of the highlights that you've seen?
This is probably the fifth time I come to European EMRS. The first two times in Strasbourg, and also the last one was just spring in Warsaw. And I find this much more improved than before.
Okay.
And more dynamic, a lot of students from European universities come over here. That's impressive because you can see a lot of young people are very engaged in materials research. More important, I think they have a lot of exhibitors and also the post sessions, which I think is very interactive. The room is better and the participants is very much, I think, better than the other conference I participate.
Okay. And what is your motivation to come to EMRS? You said it's for the fifth time, so you're a regular, you could say.
Yeah. In my own career, I've been many times in US EMRS conferences, and I come to Europe here. The reason because I want to come here is because our research reach a lot of field across Europe. So I want to meet the people in my field, and also I'm an editor of a journal. I meet the authors of the people here. So I want to reach out to Europe so I can introduce our research to the young people, at the same time build more connections.
Okay. So EMRS is also very interdisciplinary. You have researchers from various fields.
Yeah.
So how important is this to you personally?
Today's research has become multidisciplinary because like our research, we have to have people on the material science, chemistry, physics, even electronic engineer, mechanical engineer. We build not just materials. We use materials, build a functional system. So we need all the functional component in order to do our research. So that's why I go to different meetings which have different focuses and can always find something in common.
So talking about your research, would you like to share what you're working at currently?
Yeah. I pioneered two fields. One field is called piezoelectronics, which is building the new transistor for the third generation semiconductor. For example, like gallium nitride, zinc oxide-based materials use piezoelectric effect to serve as a gating voltage for electronics, which is different from traditional way we do it. And this become important particularly for the near field functional devices, intelligent group of signals detections. So that's the one of the field I work on for semiconductor. The second group of my research is very exciting, particularly in Europe, for energy harvesting for small electronics, most related to human body motion. Just like our motion, we can be able to have an effective way, use triboelectric effect, piezoelectric effect, convert body motion to electricity. Then say for what? For wearable electronics, for small sensors, which is widely distributed and also very hard to get each of them charged by themselves. So we have to be a cell power system in order to build this to meet the needs in the near future. So our energy harvest technology get very much interesting and also cross the materials field, as well as electronics, MEMS people, and as well even environmental protection people are interested in that well. So that's the second part of my research. So I come here, I meet a lot of young people who are engaged in this research, and we can hopefully build some collaborations and interactions.
So you talked about, like in simple words, generating energy from body movements. That sounds very fascinating. So at what stage is your research? Do you see it somehow applied in the near future, or
Yeah.
What's the relation?
Yeah, very much. Let me give you one example. Like the pacemaker, some of the patients need a pacemaker. Pacemaker have to be a battery. They have to be replaced once in a while. So we started 12 years ago. Can we make a pacemaker so powered, use the muscle motion? Today we got the success to do it. After 12 years research, we can use the body motion to convert this tiny little slow motion into electric power to drive it. And this open a door for implantable medical devices. In such a case that people from medical science, materials research, as well as electronics work on this toward the same goal. That's just give you an example. Say, this is just research. Say, how far are you from commercial? We already launched a few companies to for air quality filtering, use our triboelectric filter. We also have the smart shoes. We build in the shoes when the shoes can be lighting when the kids walking, but not driven by battery, but driven by our nano generator. We call triboelectric nano generator, TNG.
Okay.
And this is also for future GPS positioning. GPS positioning. We already have some of the company running on that. We also have some popular science class. So our research from very basic science, how the electricity was created, then to how the electricity generate current, to technology applications for small electronics power, for cell power sensors, even large scale blue energy. So now we reach the commercial. So I think in next 3 years, we're going to have a lot of application in the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence for sensors. In 5 to 7 years, we should have power source for a lot of larger units. Beyond the 7 to 10 years, we hope to have harvest energy from ocean wave. Not only just harvest the body motion energy, ocean wave is also another power we need to harvest. So that's a long shot. So we do parallel basic science, applied technology, and a commercial product.
So a very fascinating topic. Thank you so much for being here with us today.